Hello dear students, welcome back to your computer classes. I'm going to continue explaining chapter number 8, editing a worksheet. Let us see today's topics. Firstly, we are going to learn how to insert rows and columns. So let us see what are the steps to insert rows and columns in an Excel sheet. To insert a row and column in an Excel sheet, select the column or cell on the left of which you want a new column. After which, we have to go to the insert drop down arrow in cells group on home tab. Let us go to an Excel sheet. Here I have a sheet prepared for the marks of students in different subjects. So I've taken the columns as name of the student. I've taken the column for English subject, maths subject, science subjects and SS subject. So here, what if I want a column to be added for computer marks as well? What if I want that column between maths and science? I want a column over here in between. So what I'll do is I'll select the column on the left of which I want a new column. So I'll select science column on the left of which I want a new column. So I'll select that column. I'll go to the home tab. On the ribbon, we are by default on the home tab. I'll go to the cells group. You have to go to insert and you have to insert sheet column. So a new column is added over here. Now here I can add the other subject and I can write the marks. Say 21, 22, 22, 23, 25. Okay. So that is how you insert a new column. What if you want to insert multiple cells, columns? So for that you need to select that many number of columns or that many numbers of rows. Say suppose I want to insert three rows. So I'll select three rows with the help of the row heading. Select the three rows, go to home, go to cells group. In the insert tab, in the cells group, go to insert option and you can click on insert sheet rows. So see, three number of rows has been added. So you can insert multiple rows and columns depending on the number of cells or rows or columns you select. If you want to select non-adjacent columns, we have already learned we can hold down the CTRL key and we can select the non-adjacent columns. If I want a column here, here and here, I'll select those columns. I'll go to insert and insert sheet columns. So to the left of which I selected, on each left side, a new column has been added. And finally, if you want to insert row, the same way we'll go to insert sheet rows, which I already showed you. Moving on to the next topic. The next topic that we have is copying data and moving data. Now let us understand first the difference between copying and moving. Copying means to create the duplicate of the data. So, and moving means to change the position of the data. To take the data from one place to another. That is moving. In the terms of computer, we also call moving as cut. And you are very well aware whenever we copy or we cut, we compulsory paste that data. Let us see the steps to copy the data first. I'll take up a simple table. Okay, what if I want to copy the marks of English subject? So I'll select that subject column. I'll either go to home tab and click on copy, or you can also press CTRL plus C. And what if I want that data in cell sheet 2? I'll go over there and I'll place my cursor wherever I want that data and I'll press CTRL plus V, or you can go to home tab and you can paste. So select the cell, copy, go to the new sheet and paste. So see, when you create a copy, the marks are here as well in sheet 1 as well as in sheet 2. So copy means creating duplicate of the data. What if I want to move this data of SS from here and I want to copy it in sheet 2? In that case, I'll cut the data. When you want to move the data, I'll go to home tab, I'll click on cut, go to sheet 2, place your cursor and paste. Now when I cut, see the marks of SS have vanished from here and it has moved to a new place. So that is the difference between copy and paste. Shortcut key to copy is CTRL plus C. Shortcut key to move or cut is CTRL plus X. And to paste is CTRL plus V. And the last topic of this chapter that comes is autofill feature. Autofill, it means easiest method to fill data automatically. So let us see the steps to autofill. What if in this sheet I want to add, I'll insert a column and I want to add roll numbers. Here I have 6 names. What if I have a list of 100 people? In that case, will I sit and write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? No, right? Excel provides an easy method to autofill the data. What you can do is you can just give a stat to the numbers. Suppose I write 1 and 2 and select those numbers, select those cells in which you have the number and go to the rightmost corner. You can see a black plus. The mouse pointer has turned into a black plus and start scrolling. On the sideways, you can see the number also, which number is there currently being displayed. So you can keep on dragging the mouse with the help of left mouse button and you can keep on adding as many number and see the numbers has been automatically filled. So that is autofill feature. What if you want the week names? So in that case, I'll write Monday. Write Monday in the cell. I'll go to the rightmost corner. I'll check out the black plus and I'll drag. See, the weekdays have been filled automatically. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I need not sit and fill that data. The same way for month. If I write January and go to the rightmost corner, click on the right plus with the help of left mouse button, drag it till whichever month you want and the month names will be automatically filled, that is January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So this is the magic of autofill feature of Excel. So here students, we come to the end of the class. Please go through this video, practice this if possible at home. You can go to Excel 2010 and practice these features. Till that time, take care of yourself, stay home, stay safe. Bye all of you.